Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee out here taking a walk and looking for anything that might be beneficial, morels, beneficial plants, whatever. A lot of wild strawberries up. In another probably 2 to 3 weeks, this whole area here will be just filled full of wild strawberries. I've seen blossoming plants all over the place. A lot of wild violets. Those bigger plants right back there, those are actually May apples. They come up. They're one of the first plants that comes up around here. And, there's always a lot of talk in the preparedness community about martial law. And that's a kind of a contentious subject. Everybody's got their own opinion how that would happen. But I believe that if we see something like that, it's going to be electronic. It's not going to be physical as it is going to be in cyberspace, I guess is the best way to put it. The martial law that you're going to see is going to be on these things right here, these devices right here. The way you pay for stuff, the way information is shared, the way information is gathered, how your purchases are tracked. A lot of this stuff's already in place right now. They're going to control what you do electronically because it's the easiest. It doesn't require, guys standing on street corners patrolling stuff. If they can keep people at home and not out and about and keep them glued to their devices to the next thing that's going on, there's going to be less people on the street to worry about. Plus, they'll use the excuse that the information being shared is somehow bad, and that and I'm sure some of it is, but they're going to use that as a broad net to cast. I mean, they learned a lot from the pandemic, and they're still trying to implement stuff that they find beneficial to them, but not so much to us. And it's not going to quit. It's not going to stop. I don't see any of this where everything is going. I think this technological, authoritarian, dystopian future, I think, is in our future, plain and simple. And the only way that you can, separate yourself from that is to get out in some wild places and kind of recharge your batteries. And that's what I'm doing right now. And we do the best we can. Another thing is going dark. I've talked about this with different people already. I don't think I've ever done a video on it, but I think most people that are in the prepper sphere need to think about what they would do if they would have to go dark. Just drop off of social media, not post anything, and just go into sort of a monitoring holding pattern. And I do that a lot. For every one thing that I post, there's probably 100 things that I'm monitoring, watching. I do it all the time. And you start to see patterns in things, and you start to see... you can sort of predict things to a certain extent. You can see where certain things are going or where they want certain things to go. Sometimes it doesn't always pan out, but they've got a lot of people that they can constantly try things, and in the military term would be probing attacks. They probe this and they probe that to see what they can do, what they can get away with. And but sometimes I think it's a good idea to have a backup plan to just go dark, to just kind of drop off of all the social media for a little bit. And you'll be surprised at if you do that and you start doing, face-to-face type intel, start talking to people, the clerk at the store, the girl at the doctor's office, the mechanic. You go into where the plumbers work and find out what's going on, talk to people after work that work at different factories, talk to the guy down the street that's a cop, or a gal that's down the street as an EMT, what they're seeing. You start doing that, you start getting a very good idea what's going on in your local area, because that's the most important thing, is your local area. Things can be popping off on the other side of the world, but it's your local area. There's another old, military saying that says, if you can see the big picture, you're not concentrating on your front sight post. And what that means is if you can see what's going on around the world, but you're not concentrating to what's in front of you, you're gonna get smacked for it. And but I do believe that martial law isn't going to be physical as much as it's going to be electronic, and in the cyber realm, if things do pop off, if there is truly a major SHTF. And I think we were close in 2020. Like I said, 2020 was a learning experience for them, but it was also a learning experience for us. You know, we kind of seen what people panic bought, what people wanted, what was really important things to have, and the things that weren't important. I think that got laid out as plain as day for most people that are kind of aware of that kind of stuff. And we can learn from it as much as they can. But, you know, going dark and paying attention to your local area is important. And anybody that's kind of in this space needs to have a plan to do that. But anyway, I'm going to continue my walk here. See if I can find anything beneficial that I can drag home to the family, just like the neighborhood cat. Anyway, you guys take care out there. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I hope you guys always get something beneficial and something to think about out of my videos. Pick up a skill or two here and there, because that's that's why I do all these videos, is to share what I know and to help people out, because in the big scheme of things, that's the most important. Anyway, you guys have a good one.